Well, tell me, how does it get any better than this? Tell me, how does it get any better? Now we're living in the quest.
And let's just do a quick review of the tools that I've given so far. All of life comes to me with ease, joy and glory, and that particular one, if you're having trouble sleeping, you wake up in the middle of the night, it's a really cool one to repeat 10 times. I found that by about the 5th one I was asleep again. So it's another way of helping your body recover by giving it the sleep that it requires, rather than you going into the worry and thinking of what the next day is going to bring. What if you lived your life in 10-second increments? Would that make a difference? Okay, so tool number 2 was what else is possible. Tool number 3 was how does it get any better than this? And this week we're going to give super tool. And it's another question. Yay! It's easy to use. It's so easy to use. You'll be going, oh, this is too easy. It's too easy. So everywhere where you brought the idea that life is meant to be hard, that disease is meant to be hard, that life is not meant to be easy, and all that sort of stuff, would you now be willing to recant, rescind, revoke, reclaim, renounce, destroy, and create all of that? If that isn't a yes to that, that's really cool, because now you've just cleared some of the issues that are stopping you from making your life easier. Okay? If it's a no, that's cool. You can keep it. You can keep on making it hard if you wish. Now, a lot of people go, "Huh? What did you just say?" So I'm just going to repeat it again, okay, with a little explanation. So, everywhere where you've made your life hard, everywhere where you brought the point of view that life should be hard, that it should not be easy, would you now be willing to recant, rescind, revoke, reclaim, renounce, destroy, and create that? Yes? Cool. Okie dokie. So, this tool is the super tool, and it's called Who Does It Belong To? Yes, who does it belong to? Now, as I said in the last one, I did a little bit of coaching there with regards to the idea that our reality is created from the points of view. That's the thoughts, feelings, emotions, and the words that we speak. So when we have a thought, feeling, or emotion, when it comes up, we can ask, who does that belong to? And by asking that, we're really asking, is that thought really mine? So you might be sitting on the toilet there having a bit of a symptom, and you might start going into a feeling, and the thought will pop up into your head, oh, this is not fair. Okay. Is that thought really yours? You ask the question, who does that belong to? Okay. If it lightens up even a tiny little bit, okay, you know it's not yours. You may know who you bought it from. Maybe you heard your parents or somebody talking about disease, or on the television, or wherever it was, and you started to buy those points of view when you were a little kid. Okay, so what if it was this tool was a way to actually start seeing what is yours? What if 98% of your thoughts, feelings, and emotions weren't yours? And before you go, but what about 2%? What about just not focusing on the 2% that's yours? What about looking at moving and shifting the 98% that's not yours? So, you have a thought, you have a feeling, you have emotion. Now this is my challenge to you. You really want to change your life? Now this is the super cool tool to use. Because if you do it for 3 days for every thought, feeling and emotion, and none of you will, because you all love your disease so much. Did I say that out loud? Wasn't talking, mate. Okay. So, ask that question, who does it belong to? You're sitting there, you have a thought and a feeling, ask, who does it belong to? For 3 days, for every thought, feeling and emotion. By the end of it, you might have the awareness, if you're very lucky, like that. if you really want to make that change, you'll have an awareness that a lot of your thoughts, feelings, and emotions are not yours. They're points of view that you've picked up over your lifetime. Now, the second part of that is that if it lightens up, you return it to sender with all the consciousness of the universe attached to it. Now, I'm going to give you an example in a minute, okay? So I'll just repeat that. So you would ask, who does this belong to? And then if it lightens up a little bit, you return it to sender with all the consciousness of the universe attached. That's not all the knives of the universe attached. And you do not need to know, although it may come up, you do not, I repeat again, you do not need to know who it belonged to in the first place. You will never know, because that point of view was just bought from somebody else, which was bought from somebody else, which was bought from somebody else. Okay? So, example. Can I think of an example off the top of my head? No, I don't think you guys need an example. You're clever enough to work this stuff out yourself. So why don't you go and try that tool for 3 days in a row? Yeah? And everything that's preventing you from doing that, would you be willing to destroy and uncreate it now? Right this second, make a demand on yourself to do it. Because it's you that's going to be making the change, not me. I've already made some changes in my life. So, stay tuned, same channel, in a couple of weeks and we'll have another cool tool for you to use. And by this time, you may even start to make quite a few changes. So, catch you later. Bye.
Well, tell me, how does it get any better than this?